Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. We are afternoon. Gosh, I say it every time. I hang around for a little while, and I think, oh, come on, 12 o'clock. Come on, 12 o'clock, and then it comes to me, and then I get on, and then my system that I use go, oh, you've logged out of Facebook. Can you log back in again? I'm like, no, come on. But hello, welcome to another Watch Me Wednesday. My name is Natalie O'Shea. If you don't know who I am, and you've just popped up either on your YouTube or on Facebook Live. I'm Facebook Live at the moment, so you can catch me live now. But this will stay on here in my videos tab or lives tab as well across the top of Facebook, and it'll also be uploaded this afternoon in YouTube. So most of the things that I'm mentioning today, there is long description there with lots of links. So there is links in my description if you take a look for joining this month's online card club, which I'll show you about in a minute. That link is on there, so you can find out all the information there. We'll go through that. We also have, I'll be making a card today, and if you want the PDF pictures and instructions just for that card, you can. There's one link for that. That is uploaded now. I've been all organised today, so you can go straight to that now, and you can download it. You can even have a sneak peek at what we're doing, so you can do that. If you want PDF pictures and instructions for everything that I make all month, so that is my card club, my Facebook Lives, my Saturday videos, my online classes, everything is all in the Creative Download Library. And again, there's a link in the description to find out more about that. And what else is there? And just all the products that I'm going to use today to make today's card, and in fact what I make all cards with, are also under there as well. But you can see on the screen, as I've just said, and as you may have guessed, I do sell all the products that I am using. And if you go to that address there, www.natalieoshea.stampinup.net, you can go and browse. Or as I say, if there's something particular that I'm using today, then just click on the link in the description. You'll be going straight to that product rather than to a general kind of shop front as such. But that is me. So I am the owner and founder of the Card Making Academy, and so I am here to teach you how to make handmade cards. It's as simple as that. So lots of information to kind of go through and show you, but as I say, most of that is in the description. But you can find out more at www.thecardmakingacademy.co.uk. And if you go across the top to Learn and Shop, I think it is, Learn will tell you about Card Club, Creative Download Library, and any courses and classes that I'm doing. And Shop you can go to and either be taken straight to that Stampin' Up address, or if you use the drop downs you can go to other things as well. Right, okay, so hi, I've just seen your message, Rachel. I hope you sorted that out, because you caught me just as I was late going live, so hopefully you have seen that. So hello, welcome. What shall I show you today first? Let's go. Right, so in fact let's switch cameras. There we go. Let's get rid of that. And so this was the card I made last Wednesday, and I have started this new thing that if you leave a comment, I will go through the comments in a week's time and pick, a random number generator will pick a number, and I will count the numbers, the comments down, and whichever number they give me, that comment wins the card. So I have messaged, I've left a message on the last week's video. Lynn Shepherd, you are last week's lucky winner. Thank you for commenting. This card, I do have your address, so this card will be in the post to you. And if you like this and you want to know how this was made, then go to the Card Making Academy, click on blog and go back a few posts, and all the information is there. So that was last week's card. I don't know if you saw my Saturday's card. So that wasn't a live, but there we go. It was Easter, so I did a little welcome spring card with this card. This seems to be very fashionable at the moment, this kind of dot colouring, which I thought I'd give it a go. So that is a video that is also on my blog that you can also find at www.thecardmakingacademy.co.uk. Okay, so I've just seen Rachel's comment then. Oh, Okay, things are changing at the moment. But again, if you want to go and have a check out the blog, all the details of that card is there. So that's what you missed last week. But we are here with a new card today. But before I do go through that, a couple of things to say. So as I said, everything that I use, I sell. Everything. So as the name suggests, Stamping Up is a stamp company. We do make rubber stamps and photopolymer stamps, but we also make everything else as well. Ink pads, pens, ribbons, punches, die cut machines, you name it, we do it in the sort of crafting world. And what I love about Stamping Up is that everything coordinates. So this is our brand new catalogue. Look, May 2021. So it's not even out yet. But 4th of May, this is the annual catalogue that goes live. It's quite thick, look at that. I don't know how many pages, 100 and something or other, 178 pages. And I can't show you the inside yet. I have placed a little pre-order that we get a perk as being a demonstrator. We can order early from this. So on the 1st of April, my order went in for some bits and pieces. So as soon as that turns up, I've got to wait for it to get through customs and everything, but when it turns up, I'll show you what there is. But if you do want a copy of this catalogue, then again, go to, I didn't put this in my description, www.thecardmakingacademy.co.uk. Click on that shop button and go down to catalogues. Add your details to that catalogue request form at the bottom, and I will get a catalogue out to you. Now, if you have shopped with me in the last 6 months and spent £25 or more, then I'm happy to send you a catalogue for free. These are a cost to us. We do have to buy these, and obviously it costs to ship them out as well. So I am happy for anybody who hasn't shopped with me. There's two ways of doing it. Either go and place a £25 order on www.natalieoshay.stampinup.net and fill the form in and say, yes, I've spent £25 with Natalie and I'd like my catalogue for free. Or you can fill in the catalogue request form and just tick the box that says you haven't shopped. And there's a charge of £5, which covers that catalogue and the postage. However, I do include a £5 voucher off of your first order from the catalogue as well. So in effect, you get your money back when you place your first order as well. So it's free in that respect. So whether you've shopped with me or not, there's the ways to get the catalogue. So just to go again, www.thecardmakingacademy.co.uk, go up to shop, down to catalogues, and the catalogue request form is in there. I should have put the link to that, but I forgot. Or if you're on my newsletter, the link went out yesterday in yesterday's newsletter, and it will go out next week as well. So again, if you're not on there, put yourself on that. So hi everyone. So hi Ali. Okay, I don't know. You can hit. So is any of the share buttons working, Rachel? Do you know, or is it just the messenger one? Do you think? That might be all you've tried? So I don't know. Give me a share. Go and see if anything else is working. Okay, so that is a new catalogue. But as we have a new catalogue coming, we also have the retiring list from the current catalogue. So that kicked off a couple of weeks ago, and you are getting your bargains. I did go through the whole catalogue and mark everything that was retiring, and it took like an hour to go through the catalogue. But if you want to see a visual of what is retiring in the catalogue, go to my YouTube channel and you will find the details on the video of that. Or again, go to that blog and you will see the retiring list. You can download a PDF, an Excel spreadsheet. On there again, www.thecardmakingacademy.co.uk/blog. Right, okay. So card club. So I'm going to give you more than a little bit sneak. I did give you a sneaky peeky last week, didn't I? If you were watching. So I gave you a sneaky peeky of this card here. So this month's card club includes a whole pack of 6x6 pattern paper, a whole pack of these cute little butterflies, a pack of twine, all the die cuts, so these are already die cut for you. It doesn't include the stamp set or the punch because I wanted this kit to be available to people who already have those, so it means that you don't have to include those in your orders and get a duplicate set. But it also means that if you want to add them, you can add them. So there is an option to upgrade your basic kit. But the online card club is, let's have a quick look. There was only share to Messenger and copy link, but I shared 3 times to Messenger friends and none received it. Oh, that's not good. But what happens if you copy the link and do it? Sorry, I mean, you don't have to do it. I'm just wondering why it's not working. Maybe it's having a dodgy morning. Have you done that before and it's worked and now it's not working? Or maybe it's just this morning. The retirement video cost you money. Sorry. On the iPad, oh, okay. So yeah, so iPads are funny sometimes, aren't they? They don't do some things that other things do. So it doesn't include the stamp set, doesn't include the punch, but it includes all the card, all the whole pack of paper, a whole pack of twine, a whole pack of the butterflies, as I say, all the die cut pieces for what I've used, envelopes and everything. I can't remember. It's all on that page. Go and have a nose. But I'm going to do a quick squiz through of all of them. Now this set is actually retiring. So the prices that I've priced the card club at, especially the add-ons for the stamp set. So let's have a quick look. There we go. Hang on, move it down a bit. There is the stamp set. So it's just cute wellies, cute umbrellas, 2 different sorts, umbrella handle, some rain, 4 different types of flowers and a whole load of sentiments as well. So I love that, and it comes with a coordinating punch, which is also retiring. So I have taken a chance with running this month, but there is the punch, so you can punch out that umbrella and that handle. So they are both there, and they are priced with the retiring prices. I think it's the punch has been reduced, so the prices that you can add them on are reduced, and reduced a little bit as well. So because I offer my card club members a bargain. So like, for example, instead of £7 for ink pads, they only pay me £6 and things like that. But you have to be a member of the card club to do that. Right, so this was one of the cards. I mean, and I've shown this. This is on the website as my kind of sample card. But it's also using the outgoing in colours. So we have 5 colours that come in, say for 2 years and go again. So they're kind of the on-trend colours, and that's it. And this is one of them, Rococo Rose. I think that's my favourite. So I'm kind of using them to kind of go, oh, bye-bye. Plus, it's April showers, April rain. That's why I picked this set. But that is one card. That's another card. Cuties. I'm giving you sneaky peekies here. Another card. And another card that you can't see the Winker. Oh, you might be able to see. Can you see the Winker Stella on that if I hold that up like that? Just about, can't you? You can just about see it there. But there's Wink of Stella. There we go. Right, okay. So that is the 4 cards. So you get the all the supplies to make 2 of each of these cards, because I know you don't like to give away your cards. So when you make 2, you can keep 4 for future inspiration or just to look at and touch and stroke, and you can send 4 of them away. And there's 3 different ways to kind of get details on this. So the first one is to join as a subscription. That's the best value for money. It's £25 a month. That includes all the products that I said to you then, and again you can find them listed on the Card Club page, and it includes P&P as well, so it's a bargain. I do chuck all my discount and everything into that, because I just want you to, I love my Card Club members, and I just want you to make stuff and have stuff, and it's all just lovely to come through the post. It's what I want. I want someone else to do one so that I can join it. So although those products say a whole pack, I mean the whole pack of paper is £10.75 on its own, so that's almost half of your £25 before you've even got it posted. So that is the best value, and if you stay for 6 consecutive months, then you can also pick £25 out of the catalogue, or current catalogue, for free from me as a thank you for staying for 6 months. But it has to be consistent 6 months. But I also appreciate that some people might want to trial a kit, or they might just fall in love with one particular kit but not want a subscription. So I have introduced a one-off. You're talking to a bit of paper. I mean, you might just come and see me. Hello. So that's the subscription, but there is a one-off kit. That's £30, just as a one-off fee. So it's not a subscription or anything like that. So that's £30. You can get the kit. So exactly the same kit, instructions, PDF and all of that, but that's £30 because you're not committing to that monthly membership. And then if you've got the products and perhaps you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator or something like that, and you want the access to the PDFs and the video that I do, then you can just get that. Now that is £15 for the one-off. So if you wanted the instructions for that set of cards, it's £15. But Card Club is also included in the Creative Download Library. Now the Creative Download Library, you'll see the link in the description, is just £12.95. So I'm almost saying to you, don't pay £15 for the PDF for a one-off Card Club, because that Card Club is one of the things included in Creative Download Library out of the 10 plus that have been included every month. So I started this in February and I got it going with some February content. I think there was 11 or 12 PDFs uploaded. As I say, some of them are 4 cards, so there's more than 12 projects. I think there was, it's got to be nearer 20 projects, I would say. In February, and in March again we had, I think again 10 or 11, of which some of them are 4s as well, and Card Club is included in that. So there's a little part of me that's like, why would you pay £15 for a one-off? Just join the Creative Download Library. It's £12.95 a month and you get everything that I make except for my team training. So Card Club, online classes, these PDFs from Saturdays, videos, all go in the Creative Download Library. So that's what you can get. Right, let's have a little copy on, or look at the comments. Oh, Wendy got Rachel's link. Well done. So that worked. Yay. Glad you got it, Wendy. Oh, she's put pressure on me. Oh, demos are great. Well, I hope so today. Rachel loves a card. The cards are stunning. Oh, thank you. I love them. I do love them. But yeah, they were the outgoing colours. I should probably say that. It's a purple posy. Oh, hang on. Camera. Purple posy on its way out. Terracotta tile, pretty peacock, seaside spray, rococo rose, all on their way out. And you can colour these flowers with whatever. So there's no colouring implements. So if you like watercolour pencils or blends or whatever you want to use, ink pads and blender pens, anything, you can colour them with whatever you want. I use the blends alcohol markers for mine. That's how you kind of get that kind of coloured shading. But yeah, you can use anything you want. But that's what I used. So that was a Card Club. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got to tell you about today. Oh, I've gone a bit wonky. Hold on. Oh, you can't see. No, you can see. Oh, back here. Oh, I don't feel very well today. I've got a I keep sneezing. So I just, yeah, the last few days I've just felt a little bit off. Just a little bit off. Don't know why. But so lots of sneezing. I'm sure I've got a bit of a head cold and I'm a bit achy. But yeah, I'll get over it. Anyway, right. So Rachel will do me something. Thanks, if you can, that'd be great. Right, okay, so shall I show you what card we're going to be making today? Otherwise we'll be here all day. Ta-da! So of course I'm using the umbrella set again because I love it. And just another example of what you can make with it that's completely different. So I saw a card made by a friend of mine using these two colours. This is Melon Mambo and Coastal Cabana. And I was like, I really like those. So I thought I'd use them for today's card. And that's what we've done. And embossing, I went for like ages not embossing. And now I seem to be embossing everything. But this is the card we're going to do. So, and I'll give you some tips as to how to change it as we go along. But again, you can just use the colour as inspiration like I did. I saw somebody else's, it was a flowery card, so completely different to this, but she used the white, the Coastal Cabana and the Melon Mambo. Well, at least I think that's what she used. I'll have to double check with her. But so I've used her colour as inspiration, so you may just use the colours as inspiration. You may like this whole kind of cut out negative space thing. Not negative as in it's feeling sorry for itself, but negative as in it's not the positive, which I'll show you when we make it. So again, you could perhaps just use the layout as it. So as always, I kind of go through my design ideas as in, so I've got 3 hearts in a triangle, so that draws the eye to that triangle there. And as a whole, we've got 3 elements to the card as well. The bow, the sentiment, and the umbrella kind of drags your eye to those 3 as well. So that's how it was laid out. Yeah, should we get on with it? I'm going to twist it round. So I'm going to do the same card, same colours, but everything else is everything is back to front. So let's go, shall we? So what's that? Oh, hello, Liz. Liz has had a cold too. Yeah, lots of sneezing, like 10 sneezes at once kind of thing. Rachel, I love those two colours together. No, so neither would I. But this is it, isn't it? You see what someone else does, and then you go, oh, I need to do that. They're lovely colours together. I shall use those. Right. So slurping my tea, because I always make a cup of tea before I do a live, and then half hour, 3/4 of an hour later, however long we take, and my tea's cold. But it's a mint tea today, so it doesn't matter if it's cold or not. Right, I've got all my bits, well, sort of bits. Oh, I did a bit, here's a blue Peter I did earlier. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so I've got my die, my very sad die. Sad because it's retiring. Right, might move that a bit more over there. Okay, so you know me by now. Half a sheet of A4 gives me my A5 sheet. No scoring for me, can't ever get it right. Corner to corner, corner to corner, and my bone folder to create my base card. So white base card. Now you could, so these are my as we go alongs changing. So I wanted the white layer just purely because I've got the white embossing and the white twine and the white embellishment, so it kind of brings that white in as well. But you could cover the whole of the card in this pattern paper, so the whole background was pattern paper. But again, if you know me by now, you know I like a layer. So that is that. So I need to go opposite. I need to make sure that I'm not copying myself completely. So in these, I don't tend to give measurements or anything like that. I can tell you what I'm doing, but I don't do much more than that. But as I say, you have got the option in the description is the option to get the PDF, which has got pictures, instructions and everything on there, so you can just grab that at any time. And as I said, I've been organised today and that's already uploaded. But that is my kind of 2 layers that I start with, so they're just 1/2 centimetre down, so if you can work that out for yourself if you want to. But right, let's go opposites. So, and I have to say, this is new. This is new. So we currently have 6x6 packs of pattern paper in our colour families, but this is the new paper. So you can't actually get these patterns until the 4th of May. So a little sneaky peek of that as well. But I've got them because I'm a demo and I was allowed to get them. And you could too if you want to be a demo, if you're not already. But we do have current 6x6 pattern papers. They've just got different pattern on them, that's all. But it doesn't make any difference. But I do like these patterns. So that is that. That stayed on there. Use my multi-purpose because it gives me that wiggle room. I can make sure that my borders are all happy and all even. So that is that tiny bit further, smaller down. So I'm going to move my base card out of the way at the moment because I don't want to get anything on that. And in fact, I've got to bring in my big die cutting machine. I normally use my little one on here because it fits on the camera and you can actually see it, whereas this could be all a little bit scary. And in fact, I've just realised I've used my old Big Shot, so hold on. Only because I've got it out. Don't judge me, please, Liz. Because I've seen she's on the coal. Plus, lots of us have got Big Shot machines, but Stampin' Up, I have to say, do a lovely white one now, which is much better. I just don't have it to hand at the moment. But it's still the same plates kind of go through. And say, this is the die that I'm using. It's from my ever lovely, so sad and upset to see go, stitch shape dies. So if you really haven't got these, get them. Because they leave a nice stitched shape around, as it says, a stitched edge. 4 layering circles. Can't see, can you? 4 layering ovals. I've lost one. Don't judge. 4 squares that you can actually make rectangles as well, but let's not go into that now. But just great basic shapes. See, look, this is what happens when I get the Big Shot out, my big machine. I can't see anything. So these are retiring. You will not be able to get them. Well, when they're gone, they're gone. So officially, they're supposed to be around until the 3rd of May. But if they sell out, they sell out. So if you don't have these, get them now. You'll find the link in the description. So I've used the biggest circle and I've just placed it over this kind of corner. Can you see? You can see that. And everything in a die cutting machine, doesn't matter which one you've got, will generally go between cutting plates. So the cutting plates are a consumable. They will wear out, they might snap, they might bend a lot, they will get lots of marks on them. That's absolutely fine. That's how it's supposed to be. And you can't see, I like the little one. Or you can just about see, look, I'm turning a handle. And again, most die cutting machines work like this. And that handle is just applying pressure. In here is a roller, and it's applying pressure to, right, let's get rid of it before I get told off. There we go. To these. So that was a die cutting machine, if you're brand new and you don't know what one of those are. And this is what we call a die, which is a bit of an odd name, don't know why, but there we go. So you have a flat side, but then you have the cutting side with the blade, and in this case we've got a stitched element. Now that's not sharp, you're not going to cut yourself on it, well, unless you're really hard and really keep going, but that pressure means that it's cut out that shape. So this is what we would call the positive. Normally we'd cut a proper whole circle out and we'd be using that, but we're using the negative today for a change. But normally, as I say, we'd use that and throw away that bit, but we're doing the opposite today. So let me get rid of those. So that's why I like the little mini machine. The nice one, in fact, look, it's so much cuter, so much nicer, so much posher, takes less space up because it does that, but there is just sometimes that you can't use it because it's got a smaller space that you go through, and I needed a slightly bigger bit today. But if I was just cutting that circle on a bit of paper, I'd have used my mini one. Anyway, right, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? So twine. So white twine. Oh, it's right at the back here. Oh, what have we got? What? Well, I don't know why I'm a show off. I'm not sure what I was showing off. Oh dear, I'm not having a cold, I know that. So white, this is how much my white twine I've got left, and it comes in a pack with pink twine, which is great. There we go. So I have this lovely, nice blushing bride. It's called the snail mail twine combo pack, but that's how much I've used of the pink, and that's how much I've used of the white. This is retiring. No, I say it's retiring. We don't know for sure at the moment, I'm thinking. I don't think it's in the new catalogue. So that's what I'm saying anyway. And I know, because I have seen the new catalogue, that white twine does carry over in like a multi-pack in the new catalogue. So there we go. Right, okay. So I'm going to have a little dangly bit because I'm going to do a bow. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to wrap it round. 1, 2, 3. And then I kind of cut it off. If you're clever, you're one of these people that can tie bows while it's still on there and all that, but I can't. So, I probably should have made it a bit more. There we go. I'm not bothered where the knot is, where the bow is, or anything at the moment. I'm just trying to get it done. So I'm pulling it tight so that it's not floppy like that. I don't want it all just hanging around, but also I don't want it so tight that it starts bending the paper. So it is a bit of a, after a little bit of practice, and just don't be too heavy-handed. I always tend to do a double knot though, because I'm not worrying about doing a bow when I'm doing a double knot. So I'm pulling it tight. That's it. I've stopped as soon as that paper started bending. And then I do my bow. Now twine, ribbon is slightly different to twine. So for my twine, I tend to do a bow like I tie my shoelaces. And I just keep playing with these ends until I get the bow the size I want. Now, because I tied that double knot, I'm not fiddling around trying it and it's becoming looser and all of that. No, double knot. And again, I still don't care where it is at the moment. I'm just making my knot look pretty, or my bow look pretty. When I'm happy with it, I'm going to trim off my legs. Now, my tails I normally use the size of my loop as I should get the snips out rather than these. So I just tend to make them the same length as my bow. So some people like longer tails, but I don't. So, oh, I have. I do have the coloured, the pattern paper, the new pattern paper. Yes. Well, it was a perk. We could purchase it as a demonstrator. Right. So this is where so nothing is stuck down. So I can move this around. I could take it off and put it back on if I wanted to, but let's not do that because I might not get it back on again. So I can just fiddle around with this until I know and I'm happy with where it is. And it's kind of straightish. Again, you can fart around with that if you want to. Do whatever you want to do. But there we go. Right. So let's bring our card in because I think, oh no, no, not yet. Not yet. That's that bit. I mean, I can show you what it's going to look like. This is kind of opposites. So we're going like that at the moment. Ta-da! Nice, huh? Right, but before we stick this down, we need our sentiment as well. So I've got myself a strip of Melon Mambo card. And as I say, I seem to be embossing everything at the moment. I don't know what's the matter with me. But hey-ho. So, Versamark ink pad. It's also called a watermark stamp pad because it leaves a watermark if you let it dry. But it is a glycerin-based ink pad, which means it's sticky. Means it's see-through and it's sticky. So, because I'm doing this, I'm not pushing really hard, just gentle tapping. And I'm going to put this... Oh, see, I can't see right over now. See if I'm straight. Oh, let's see how good we are. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's always pressure, stamping on camera. So that is now sticky. If I left that, it would dry like that. So if you like that tone on tone kind of soft stamping, imagine if these were kind of flowers in the background, it would look really nice. And it would look like a watermark, and that's why it's called a watermark ink pad. But we want to use the stickiness to our advantage. So I've just got another bit of paper that I'm just putting down. And I'm going to throw a load of white embossing powder over it. So very fine powder with God knows what in. Don't look too closely. I didn't use my embossing buddy either. So let's hope there's not too much stuff. Because you've got oils on your fingers. And when you hold on like I am now, I'm moving the oils from my fingers onto this bit of card, which might mean this fine powder sticks to it. But you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a good flick. Anything that's not going to stick, I don't want on it. Right, so that's my first attempt. Now, I'm not happy with that. Hold on. Because I want a bit more... there's a lot more powder on the Forever than there is on the Weather. So I can either go in like that, or I could have just chucked some more in. Or on a little strip like this, I could... That's better. I could chuck the whole thing in like that. I put all my embossing powder in a big tub. I mean, some people use a great big square tub. I never got round to doing that. Give it a flick, get rid of anything else, and you can see I am happier with that. Now, there are actually some very fine grains. I might just use where's it gone? The tiniest, because I'm picking hairs here now. A toothbrush. It's not a toothbrush, it's a paintbrush. That'll do. Now I can chuck all of this back in because it can be used again. So just put it back in your pot, throw it on the floor, the rest of it. Put your lid on so you don't knock it over. Don't ask me how many times I've done that. And then I need to hit, so this is stuck to there, the powder is stuck at the moment, that's all good. But that glycerin ink pad will dry and that powder will fall off if you don't heat it. So heating it melts the powder and it then sticks. And the whole point of it being embossed is that powder stays on top and has like a raised image. That's where the embossing comes from. So bear with me. Probably shouldn't use my finger. And it's going to be noisy, so apologies in advance. There you go. And as soon as I've seen that powder melt, stop embossing. Stop heating. If you keep heating, it will suddenly, that embossed image will raise, then it will flatten, then it will start going brown and burn. You don't want that. So, and if I was to run my finger along that now to feel that raised bit, I'd burn it. It's still quite hot, so it takes a little while. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So, here's one I made earlier. So I'm now going to stick that to here. I did stick it the right amount, didn't I? There we go. Get rid of my paintbrush. And I've just stuck this flat. So again, I've used my Tombow, my multi-purpose, whatever you want to call it. It's officially called multi-purpose. And I want to decide where I want this. So I've kind of put my twine up there. So I'm kind of trying to do ish, even kind of borders, the twine, this, the umbrella kind of thing. So I could put this down here. I could even overlap it, but no, let's be sensible. And I'll make sure I'm straight, or as straight as can be. Oh, don't do that. That'll do. Is that straight? That looks straight to me. And if you've got a little bit, I tend to just make mine a little bit over so that I can trim off the excess rather than trimming it and being short. I'd rather it be longer, and then I could change it. Right, so now we can bring in our base card. Looking at this, looking at this, looking good. So I'm now going to use, I've also got embossing powder everywhere though. I can feel it, grains everywhere. That's the only thing with it. It's great, but it's messy. So these are little foam, oh, hang on, there we go. Little foam hexagons, double-sided. So that's sticky, that's what's sticking to my finger. And at the moment, it's got a bit of paper on there. Really easy. Some are these sort of things that you can get that perhaps aren't so great quality. You could spend your life trying to get the backings off. But these are really easy. So, look how easy they come off. 1, 2, one's going to stick, you know that now, I've said that. But look, no picking the edge and turning it up and pulling half of it off or anything like that. So, that's now going to go. Now I'm hovering because I don't want to commit until I'm happy that those borders are as good as I want them, she says. That's it, I'll do. There we go. So again, we've got an even border going around and we've got this gap at the moment. So what do we want next? We want, where's my bits of paper? There we go. So I've mixed the patterns up. So as I say, you've got the kind of cross check thing there, and then you've got this, which kind of reminds me of, I don't know why, I think we had Christmas papers in this pattern before. I like it, I like it. So I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to emboss an umbrella. I did stamp it in black originally, and it just, you know me, there's no other black on the card, so I didn't like it. So went back to white. So I've picked out my umbrella top, and exactly the same as the sentiment, but on pattern paper this time instead. And I'm not worried whether the pattern's right, wrong, straight, not straight. Honestly, I've got better things to worry about in our life than that. So, again, oh, I still didn't use my embossing buddy, did I? I'm a bit rubbish. The embossing buddy just gets rid of static and covers any oils so that you've got less chance of your powder sticking to things it shouldn't be. But as you can see, you can do it without. Right, oh, that looks good. There we go. So there's my powder. Yeah, I was going to say that, Rachel. It does remind me of the beaded curtains you get for in between doors as well. They're like mosquito net, not nets things. But yes, I think so. I like it. I might want one. So again, it's stuck. You can leave this sort of probably 10 minutes or so and it would still be fine. But don't leave it overnight or anything like that. So let's just heat that again. Mind your ears. There we go. Right, so leave that for a bit because that would still be wet for the next couple of seconds. And so it would smear. So if I did do that, I'd burn the finger and smear it. So it's not good all round, really. Right. Oh. So in comes my punch. So again, if you're new and you haven't seen a Stampin' Up punch before, or you're new to crafting full stop and you haven't seen a crafting punch before, exactly the same as kind of like your 2-hole punch from the office, just different shapes in the bottom instead of 2 holes. Now, if I tried to match that up and cut that out, I'd never get it right. So I always use them upside down. And lots of, let's get another punch. So a lot of punches will have just one image on there, so like that heart. So we have lots of kind of labels. Circles we have at the moment, but not for much longer. Boo. Yeah, so lots of kind of things like that. So most punches are kind of just single items, but in this case, we've got multiple. So I've just got a little bit of pattern paper. These do lock in place, so when they arrive, they're like that. So you just need to turn them upside down, push that like that, and then it releases. But if you keep them locked, then you can, depends on how you want to store them. These circles here, they interlock so that, there we go, not... they don't wiggle around. So you can either do them one on top of each other and they sit quite happily, or you can store them like that and you can still see the patterns, perhaps in a drawer or something like that as well, if they're closed. Whereas if they're open, you can't do that. So I tend to kind of close my punches. Well, my punch storage means I have to close them. Right, back to this. So, upside down, you can see what you're doing. And I'm going to put that in place and I can wiggle it around until I am happy that, she says, not being able to see it, that is pretty much where I want it. And I can just squeeze it slightly and it will show me where it's going to cut it out. And if I'm happy, squeeze. That's it. So, that's my umbrella top and I need an umbrella bottom. So, the handle, I might even get a handle out of that. Am I going to handle out of that? Oh, I can, look at that, I don't need a whole new bit. So this is the handle bit here. So as long as I've got enough on there to go in the corner there. There we go, perfect. Why waste more little bits when you don't need to? Oh, come on. There we go, that's perfect. So, I am turning that over and I want a tiny blob of glue there to stick my handles. This is the back side at the moment. Good. So that can sit there for a second. Does that look straight? You can wiggle it from the front to where you want it before it sticks too much. That's better. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on. I have one there and one there. Now we also do mini dimensionals, so they're smaller, strangely. There we go, that's a difference in sizes. But you can also cut them even smaller, because I want a little bit, so A, this handle sticks down, but B, so it's a little bit supported, so it's not waving around in thin air, so it gets caught. So I've just cut one of those in quarters, so a tiny one in quarter. We do strips as well. You could use those and just cut off the tiniest bit of strip as well. I'm now suddenly using my tweezers. So if you're a tweezer girl, you can do that as well. Right. And then, oh, we're almost there. So up to you which way you want to put. You could, should we go the opposite way? Oh, I might do. There we go. As we're doing opposites, let's do opposites. So I'm going to put that up that way. Oh, decisions. There we go. So I've got my kind of 1, 2, 3, but it just needed a little bit of something else, didn't it? So I liked these resin hearts. We did have some Christmas. So if you've got all the trimmings, Christmas embellishments, that's the word. There's little white circles, so you could use those as well. There's rhinestones and pearls and things like that as well that you could use. But I know we want hearts because it says, no matter the weather, we're friends forever. And these are self-adhesive, but they are tiny. So they are a bit of a pain to do. I'm going to put one there and then that will guide me where I need to put it on the other side. Oh, come on. Eee. Oh, see, look, it's all upside down and all that. Look. Right. So I'll put it down and see what it looks like. I'm not going to press it down yet because A, it's probably not going to be straight, and B, it may not be. I mean, I could get my ruler out and I can measure it, but who's got time for that? Do you know what? So that's that far away from there. So that's not too bad. That'll do. That'll do. And they're kind of, oh, make sure they're up the right way. And then because I have to have threes, obviously, because odds are good to the eye, good design element, odd numbers. I mean, you could go 5 and you could put random ones everywhere. But I quite liked one just in the middle of my brolly. There. That is it. There we go. Which one do we prefer? Do we prefer the one with the Melon Mambo umbrella or the one with the Coastal Cabana umbrella? I don't know what I like now. I thought I liked that one, but I quite like this one. But then this is kind of one of my favourite colours, so I do like that. I do like that. But yeah, so just kind of shows you some of the things. So I could have, I could have used this pattern paper all the way to the edge. I could have done away with this pattern paper altogether, and I could have just put this blue or this red, pink, Melon Mambo, Coastal Cabana, this layer on. So ignored this background. So you would have white behind here. So you could do that if you wanted to. So you'd make it slightly bigger. And still just use that and have the white background. And then I would probably still, I'd swap the sentiments over. So I'd still have the Coastal Cabana, because again, you know me, it's all got to coordinate. So if there's only white and Coastal Cabana, then I can only use white and Coastal Cabana. I can't put a random Melon Mambo thing in there if there's not Melon Mambo somewhere else. So you could have a real tone on tone, a real Coastal Cabana and white, or again, just Melon Mambo and white if you wanted to. But as I say, I saw these colours on a friend's card and I was like, I like that. But I am a Brights fan. If you asked me, out of the colour families, because Stampin' Up's, we have, 52, 53 colours, but they're in 4 main colour families of 10, and then 2 of these in colour families, as I explained. If you ask me out of the 4 main colour families, I'm a Brights girl. Through and through. So these are both out of the Brights collection. So that's why they coordinate as well. So all the colours within the colour families, you could pick any of them and they will go because they've got the same tonal value, which basically means this isn't a soft, subtle pink matched with a quite bright, or again, it's not a subtle blue mixed with a really bright, intense pink. The tonal value is the same, and so any colours within a colour family will always coordinate together. So I know that's something that some people struggle with, was like, I don't know what colour to match it with, I don't know what goes with what. Well, do you know what? That's all taken out. In fact, let me go and get a catalogue and show you, because I can't show you the new catalogue that's here. Hold on. I can't show you a great sheet that I printed off either. So this is the current catalogue, so I can show you this. Right, so they are our colour families. So you've got Brights, Neutrals, Regals, Subtles. They're the main 4. Then you've got the basics of black, vanilla and white. And then down here, you've got one set of 5 in colours and another set of 5 in colours as well. So they're the kind of trendy ones. But these are here all the time. They're sturdy, reliable, and you're often drawn towards one set. So if you like the pastels, you'll be more drawn towards the Subtles. If you like the more rich, intense colours, you'll be drawn towards the Regals. If you like a bit of a rainbow, like me, you're drawn towards the Brights. So I could pick, I know here and now that Pacific Point would go with Mango Melody, but it would also go with Flirty Flamingo and Melon Mambo, anything, because they're the same tonal value. And again for these are the rich colours down here. So this Blackberry Bliss would go lovely with Pumpkin Pie. Would it go with Mango Melody? I don't know, you'd have to try, but if you struggle with this, keep within a colour family and you can't go wrong. That's my top tip for today. So, right. What have we got here? Let's have a look. That's so cute, both as good as one another. Oh, bless you. Both really nice. Prefer the wider sentiment. Yeah, that is slightly wider, isn't it? I did go a bit thin on that one. On my screen, it looks like a good Christmas combination. Oh, okay. What, these colours here? Yeah, I mean, you know, people will go red, green, and silvers and blues and things like that for Christmas. But absolutely, why not? We could have a Christmas tree there. If we'd have anything here, this would work with anything. This would work with a house, as a welcome to your new home, with a car for your driving lesson or driving test. You name it. I say Christmas tree for Christmas. It works however you want to use it. Right, that's it. That's all I'm doing today. Back to me. Hello. So yeah, that was my card for today. So don't forget, Card Club it's only open until the 14th. So in fact, it's the 7th today. It is the 7th. Yeah, so in fact, it's open until next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I'm doing some more umbrella cards. A little notelet set I'm doing next week. Look at me, all organised, knowing what I'm doing. Anyone would think I had some kind of strategy behind this. But Card Club, closes next Wednesday. So whether you want a one-off kit, the PDF access, or a subscription for the £25, then come and join the club. As I say, this month we are using the Under the Umbrella stamp set, but that's not included in the kit. But again, just click on that link for the Card Club and you will see all the information. It explains what's included, what's not included, and you can add the stamp set and the punch to your order if you wish as well. I think that's it. Unless anyone's got any questions, that's me done. Don't forget, I am now sharing cards videos on a Saturday as well. I haven't done Saturdays. I know what I'm doing next Wednesday. I do know what I'm doing Saturday. I just haven't done it yet. In fact, I'm finishing off my butterfly card, which I did make a month ago. So I have actually made it. I've just remembered. But I used the pattern paper, the butterfly pattern paper that sold out, like whoosh. So I'm going to make it again, but I'm going to use stamps instead of pattern paper. So that's what I'm going to do. So butterflies on Saturday, more umbrellas next week. That's about as far as I can go. But that's what I'll be doing. So if you've got any questions, just tag me in the post. If you're on YouTube, watching on YouTube, then again, I'll catch the comments there anyway. What time Saturday? Whenever I get round to doing it, Rachel. If I'm really organised, I do it on Friday and it will all go live Saturday early. If I've had a nightmare week, I'm still making it on Saturday, filming it, and it doesn't go up until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Is that honesty for you? So I'd like to say that it will be up early because I'm hoping to be organised enough to do it on Friday and prep it, but it's not a live. I can't do YouTube's live. I need more YouTube subscribers to do that. So if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, please feel free to go across and hit the subscribe button. And I can do lives on YouTube when I get to my 1,000 subscribers. I'm not far away. I'm getting there. But at the moment, it's just a video, so it's pre-recorded. Because it gives you a mixture as well. It means you don't have to be here at a certain time. These Wednesdays, I do every Wednesday at midday. But sometimes that's not convenient to people. So you can obviously catch the replays. But yeah, I think the other videos, just they're as and when. As and when I'm organised. Right, thank you for joining me again. Don't forget that if you've left a comment, whether you're watching on replay or not, it doesn't have to be a live comment, because next Wednesday morning I will count up, well, I don't count up all the comments, Facebook does that for me, but I put however many comments there are, so there's like 55 comments on last week's video, so I put that into a random number generator. It gives me a number and I count the comments up. So if you want to win these cards, or this card, whichever card, one of the cards, you can tell me which one you want, to be fair, then I will be sending them to one commenter next week. So yeah, and if you want to share it or anything, or you think somebody else might be interested in that, I would love that. Thank you. It's always nice to have new people. We're getting a bit of a gang together, aren't we, on a Wednesday? A nice gang, obviously. Not a horrible gang. Right, I'm going to go. I will see you again, well, Saturday recorded, next Wednesday again live. Thanks ever so much for joining me. I do appreciate you.